Okay, and then following that story is what I think is the most important part of this episode, probably. A story, well, story in quotation marks, called Do It Yourself Sonic. And speaking of arrogance, there's script credit to Mike Kantarovich and Ken Penders for this one. And art credit to Dave Manick. The reason that this is arrogance, in my opinion, is that, well, if you're watching the video, here's the next few pages. And if you're only listening, what I just showed the viewers is that it's 3 pages of empty speech bubbles. The intention being that the reader is supposed to write their own story here. But Ken Penders is taking story credit for Do It Yourself.
Two people are taking writing credit on this one.
That's a good point. This was scripted by 2 very talented writers. 3 blank pages with a framing device. They do say that this is a contest as well, so readers are encouraged to send in their versions of Do It Yourself Sonic. And if you win, I guess what's the prize here?
I think it was like a subscription for like a year.
Right, you'll win a subscription to the comic you're already reading, and your story will be printed in a future issue. So they're asking kids to do free work.
Free labor. Yeah. Which let me ask you, you came prepared and you scripted one out yourself, right?
I did, yeah. And I guess I will pull that one up now. Are you gonna submit it to Archie Comics? Well, we can talk about that once I've shown it to you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, here it is. So this is my script for the Do It Yourself Sonic story. My title, well, I guess, do you understand what I'm getting at here? The title is Lost at Sonic, and then I sort of put parentheses in different places.
Yeah, so I'm going to say the first one's like Lost at Sea.
Yep.
But Sonic is like silent maybe, or maybe you're like Lost at Sonic Sea. Or it's like Lost at... Oh, it's another C.
Yeah, it's just 2 different ways of the same title.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it follows the theme of the titles that have happened so far.
Good, yeah. That's what I was hoping you would take away, is that it is another very, like, terrible play on words with either the name of the character or Hedgehog.
Yeah, you gotta meet it more than halfway.
Yeah, the title of the story is Lost at Sea, and there are 2 ways you can say C using the letters in Sonic's name. Either the C at the end or the S and the I, and that's like Spanish, C. So the letters in parentheses are silent. And I guess I'll just read my script to you now. So,
do you want me to take roles so it's less confusing for the audio listeners?
That's a great idea. So, I guess I'll play Sonic and you play Tails, and then I'll play Robotnik and you play Crabmeat once the characters change. Okay. So Sonic and Tails are in a little rowboat in some unspecified body of water. I named their boat Bob Denver also. Is that a reference that makes any sense?
I mean, I know of Bob Denver, but I don't know why it's the boat.
Yeah. Well, Bob Denver played Gilligan on Gilligan's Island.
Oh,
and
okay.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
It's just the first thing that came to mind. Okay, so I will be playing Sonic, and Toni will be playing Tails for this panel. Miles, I haven't eaten in over 48 hours.
Sonic, don't use a popsicle as bait.
And that's because his bait looks like a popsicle.
It is a popsicle, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then for these next 2 panels, I will be playing the part of Dr. Robotnik. Toni will be playing Crab Robot. I think I've spotted them, Captain.
Finally, the rescue can begin. These 2 have been lost at sea for many months.
We must return our friends to civilization. And here I made Crabmeat the captain because we like him better. So
yeah, he's better. It took me a second to catch on to that, but okay.
Yeah, it's our story, so he gets to be in charge.
As he should be.
Yeah. All right, so on to page 2. Let's keep the characters the same. You can be Tails here.
Okay. See, Sonic, this green lump works much better.
And he caught a fish with his bait, which is some sort of green lump. And this is Sonic now. I'm so hungry, my stomach has lost its color.
Which, listeners who don't have video might know that the artist's least favorite part of Sonic to color is his stomach, usually. If they're ever cutting corners, that's the first one to go.
Yeah, so this is a joke about a coloring error. His stomach is just left blank white.
All right. Next panel. This is me as Tails. Sonic, try to stay conscious.
I'm cramping. And then in the next panel, there's like a giant whale coming at them that it looks like Sonic caught with his fishing pole. My popsicle bait worked after all.
This beast appears to be Metalliferous.
So that's a reference to the previous story. And there's a bonus thing down here. The fish that Tails caught at the top of the page, he is now saying, "Call me Fishmail."
It's again really. It's like they wrote it themselves.
Yeah, so that's, Moby Dick reference, and it's also, I was picturing this as kind of like one of those Flintstones moments with the animal as the appliance, just to cut away to a dinosaur like, it's a living, which I think we talked about before on this.
Yeah, I think there was something, I don't remember what it was, but I remember that pretty well.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not well, but...
well enough, yeah. So, yeah, you're playing Robotnik for the next panel here.
Okay.
I was playing Robotnik, right?
You were, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to stay Robotnik. Let's do that.
Okay.
To stay consistent. I'm so glad we found them. I was beginning to lose hope. And then the whale thing is like eating the boat that Sonic and Tails are in. And Robotnik says, docking in progress. Oh, I should have let you be Robotnik, because
it would have made more sense.
Now I'm Sonic again. Okay, but here's Sonic as the boat's being eaten. I am hallucinating due to extreme hunger. So he doesn't believe what's happening. Okay, and this is the last page of the story. Let's see. Yeah, okay, you be Tails and I'll stay Sonic here.
Okay. Before I go into Tails mode, I'll just say that so Justin has a sound bubble that says splash. Previously it said insert your own sound here.
Yes.
I don't know what other sound you would have gone with, really. Would you have done a bang? Like, there's not a lot you can do with that, really.
I guess it's an opportunity to see like how creative you can be with like a water onomatopoeia thing, but
yeah, I guess you could have been like a sploosh or something.
Yeah. I just did the classic splash.
I like the classic splash. There's no need to go crazy.
Yeah. And that reminds me, I have been using Comic Sans throughout this.
Oh, that's good.
Who didn't notice.
Perfect. There's actually a good application for it.
Yeah, it is a comic.
Yeah. There's a place for everything. So anyway, on to Tails. I think I heard human voices inside.
Who cares? Get us the fuck out of here. And Sonic is rowing as fast as he can. And then, yeah, you can do the sound effect here.
Bump.
And that's the rowboat hitting a rock. And Sonic says, ow, my ass. And then, since the whale robot is chasing them, it also crashes into the rock, which is like on an island. I didn't know what sound effect to do here, so I did...
Oh, metal hitting sand noise.
Metal hitting sand noise. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this: how do you spell like kind of like a? How do you spell that?
It's got to have P's and F's in it. Maybe S's and H's.
Yeah, maybe like a K in there, so you get like that stop, like that.
Yeah, K's towards the end, with like some more S's after that.
Yeah, I think the kids would get that.
Yeah. But I just skipped all that and figured the reader can think about what it would sound like.
Just
from my description.
Brain it, yeah.
Yeah. So, the whale thing crashed. Robotnik and Crabmeat, who were, in my story, trying to rescue Sonic and Tails, who are, again, lost at sea. That their plan's been dashed. They are now stranded as well. And Sonic says, "Now we shall all die in the wilderness."
Tails says, "Check out this camera I found." And for listeners at home, Tails has a camera.
Yeah, I do wonder where that came from. But yeah, Sonic is posing with the metal whale as if it's like a big fish he caught. Well, I guess that he did with his popsicle bait. He caught the big whale.
Yeah, he did, and now he's using it as like a Tinder photo.
Yeah. And he's posing with it, and he says, "No one shall ever see this photo."
Yeah, I think this nails the characters a lot better than the writers ever really nail it themselves.
Yeah. We know that Robotnik and Crabmeat are actually friends of Sonic and Tails. It's a better read, yeah. So that was Lost at Sea. My attempt at filling in the DIY Sonic story. And assuming that the contest that they mentioned, let me bring that issue back up. Assuming that goes as they plan, they will be printing like a reader's version of that story, and we can compare mine to some child's and see like whose is better.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you. I think you're gonna just fucking destroy the competition.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they're gonna print a story where Sonic says "fuck" and "ass." So I have that advantage.
I'm sure out of all the entries, there must have at least been a couple of that.
Yeah. A bad kid sends in his story. What's the due date? Okay, the due date for this is August 15th, 1994. They really did not give the kids much time.
Yeah, when was this? October? September?
The cover date is September 94, which would mean it probably hit the shelves in like July 94. So kids did not have much time.
Yeah.
And I checked on some sort of like clock website, and we are currently about 10,000 days past the due date of August 15th, 94.
I still think you should send it.
I'll try to send a copy to the address here, 325 Fayette Avenue in Mamaroneck, New York. Mamaroneck? Okay. I don't know.
All right, I'm getting on the Google Maps. I'm gonna do some tactical research here.
Yeah, I'm guessing Archie has not been at that address in many years, but
Archie still exists, right?
They do, yeah. They don't have the Sonic license now, but yeah, they're still
325 Fayette Ave, Mamaroneck. Okay, I got it all written down, so you could switch panels now if you wanted to.
Okay.